Right, let's talk about Elon Musk. You know him, the chap who builds electric cars, and rockets, and sometimes digs very questionable tunnels. He's also got a rather enthusiastic presence on the internet, particularly on X, formerly known as Twitter. Which, yes, he also owns. It's a lot, isn't it? Like, one person trying to play all the instruments in a very loud, very unpredictable band. His influence is undeniable, though. One minute he's talking about colonizing Mars, the next he's making memes. And it's these memes, or rather his tweets about them, that bring us to our main slightly furry topic today. Enter Dogecoin. Now, Dogecoin started as a joke. Literally. It was created in 2013, based on the popular Doge meme, which features a Shiba Inu dog. Its creators thought it would be a bit of a laugh. A fun, friendly alternative to the very serious world of Bitcoin. For years, it just sort of pottered along, a quirky little corner of the internet. People used it for tipping online, for small charitable acts. It was nice, it was harmless, it was frankly a bit silly. And then Elon Musk noticed it, which is a bit like Godzilla noticing a particularly interesting garden gnome. Things are about to get lively. Mr. Musk, in his infinite digital wisdom, started tweeting about Dogecoin. Sometimes it was just the word Doge. Sometimes it was a picture. Sometimes it was him calling himself the Doge Father. Now, when a man who can launch actual rockets into space starts talking about a digital coin with a dog on it, people tend to listen. Or at least a lot of people with internet access and a bit of spare cash do. Each tweet, each casual mention, sent the value of Dogecoin absolutely soaring. It was like watching a helium balloon attached to a gold bar, completely illogical, yet undeniably happening. The price charts started to look like a very excited EKG machine. Up, up, up it went, fueled by Musk's pronouncements and a healthy dose of internet hype. Suddenly, this joke coin wasn't quite such a joke anymore. People were making serious money. People were also presumably losing serious money when it inevitably wobbled. Because let's be honest, basing your financial strategy on the whims of a billionaire's social media feed is, shall we say, a bold choice. Like trusting a cat to guard your fish supper. It might work out, but the odds are not entirely in your favor, are they? So, Dogecoin is flying high, or at least erratically, thanks to its newfound billionaire cheerleader. But Elon Musk, bless his cotton socks, wasn't content with just tweeting. Oh no, that would be far too normal. He decided to take things a step further. A giant leap for dogkind, if you will. In May 2021, his company, SpaceX, the one that actually sends proper important things to space, announced something truly remarkable. They declared they would launch a satellite named, and I kid you not, Doge 1 to the moon. This wasn't just a fun name either. The truly mind-boggling part was how this mission was funded. SpaceX announced that the entire mission, the whole shebang, would be paid for entirely in Dogecoin. Yes, you heard that right. A literal mission to the moon, a highly complex and expensive feat of engineering, was financed using a cryptocurrency that started as a tribute to a surprised-looking dog. Imagine the meeting, right team lunar mission budget, how are we fixed for Shiba Inu-themed internet money? It sounds like a sketch, but it happened. Or at least the payment part did. The commitment was real. This wasn't just a stunt, it was a massive statement. It lent a bizarre sort of legitimacy to Dogecoin. If it's good enough to pay for a rocket, well, it must be proper, mustn't it? The Doge 1 mission, a CubeSat destined to gather lunar spatial intelligence using onboard sensors and cameras, suddenly became a symbol. A symbol of how utterly strange the 2020s were becoming, mostly. But also, a symbol of cryptocurrency's potential to move beyond just speculative trading and into actual tangible transactions. Even if those transactions involved sending a dog-themed satellite to orbit our celestial neighbor. The launch itself, planned for a Falcon 9 rocket, naturally generated enormous buzz. It was billed as the first commercial lunar payload in history paid entirely with Dogecoin. This cemented Dogecoin's place in pop culture and, more importantly, in the slightly wild history of cryptocurrency adoption. Whether you thought it was genius marketing, a reckless gamble, or just incredibly funny, you couldn't ignore it. Elon Musk had once again managed to grab the world's attention with something so audacious it bordered on the completely absurd. And the Dogecoin community, understandably, went absolutely bananas with delight. Now, if you thought paying for a moon mission with Dogecoin was peak Elon, hold on to your hats. Because Mr. Musk, never one to shy away from a bit of grand, slightly unhinged thinking, also floated another idea involving our favorite canine cryptocurrency. He mused, as one does, about governmental efficiency, or rather, the distinct lack thereof. We've all been there, haven't we? Stuck in a queue, filling out a form in triplicate, wondering if anyone actually knows what's going on. It's a universal experience like bad wedding DJs or pigeons in city centers. So, what was Elon's revolutionary proposal to slice through bureaucratic red tape? Well, he jokingly suggested the creation of something called the Department of Government Efficiency. And what would be the acronym for this vital new department? You guessed it. Doge. Oh, it's clever, isn't it? Almost too clever. He even tweeted an image of the Doge meme character sitting at a desk, looking important, with the caption implying this dog could probably run things better. And honestly, looking at some government departments, he might have a point. At least the dog would be cute. Of course, this was largely tongue-in-cheek, a bit of classic Muskian online japery, but it tapped into a real sentiment. The idea that perhaps things could be done faster, smarter, more efficiently. And by associating it, however loosely, with Dogecoin, he once again brought the meme coin into a conversation about real-world problems. He envisions technology, and perhaps even the ethos of decentralized systems like cryptocurrencies, as potential tools to streamline cumbersome processes, making things less, well, rubbish. It's a noble goal, even if the proposed mascot is a slightly confused-looking Shiba Inu. The Department of Government Efficiency might not be appearing in Whitehall or Washington, D.C. anytime soon, sadly. We probably won't see government officials paid in Dogecoin for their excellent service in reducing paperwork. But the suggestion itself, the sheer audacity of it, sparked conversation. It made people chuckle, sure, but it also made them think. Could the principles behind something as seemingly frivolous as Dogecoin community, speed, low transaction fees at times, actually offer lessons for bloated, slow-moving institutions? It's a long shot, but with Elon you never quite know what he'll champion next. So, what are we to make of all this? Elon Musk, Dogecoin, moon missions, and hypothetical government departments run by internet dogs. It's been quite a ride, hasn't it? A roller coaster designed by someone who's had a bit too much sugar and owns a theme park. His impact on Dogecoin is undeniable. He took a meme and with a few keystrokes helped turn it into a multi-billion-dollar phenomenon. He gave it a visibility and a mainstream appeal that it could never have achieved on its own. He literally sent it to the moon, or at least paid for the ticket. But his influence extends beyond just one meme coin. Elon's involvement, his very public and often unpredictable engagement with cryptocurrencies, has had a much broader effect. He's brought crypto into the mainstream conversation like few others could. When Elon Musk talks about Bitcoin or Dogecoin, people who wouldn't know a blockchain from a bicycle chain suddenly pay attention. He's made it accessible, sometimes by making it seem fun and a bit silly, which, let's face it, can be a refreshing change from a lot of the very dense, very serious crypto discourse out there. Of course, this approach isn't without its critics, and they have a point. His tweets have caused massive volatility, leading to significant gains for some but also substantial losses for others. The power one individual has to move markets with a single social media post is frankly a bit terrifying. It raises questions about market manipulation, responsible influencing, and the stability of these digital assets. Is he a visionary, democratizing finance and poking fun at the establishment? Or is he a reckless showman, playing with fire and people's savings for his own amusement and benefit? The truth, as always, is probably somewhere in the messy middle. Ultimately, Elon Musk's relationship with Dogecoin, and crypto in general, is a perfect encapsulation of his public persona, part innovator, part provocateur, part meme lord. He's shown that cryptocurrencies can be more than just code. They can be cultural phenomena driven by communities, hype, and yes, even jokes. He's forced us to look at what gives something value. Is it utility, scarcity, or is it simply because a very rich man with a lot of followers thinks it's cool? Whatever your opinion of him, one thing is certain. The world of cryptocurrency is a lot less boring and a lot more bewildering thanks to Elon Musk and his favorite dog.